guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Roxanne. We are backstage at Download Festival 2023. Set it off on the lineup. The guys join me now. Gentlemen, how we doing?
Doing good.
So good.
So hot.
So unbearably hot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you've no idea. Let's start with the obvious festival-led question, shall we? It's Download.
Yes.
It's the biggest ever Download. It's your first ever Download.
Yes, it is.
And it's the 20th anniversary of Download. This has
Wow.
got to be a pretty special weekend to be a part of, I would imagine.
It absolutely is. We've been wanting to play this festival since the band started, and it's just we're feeling really blessed to be on it in general.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. I mean, I feel like it's almost it's a rite of passage for American bands coming over to the UK. You know what I mean? It feels like a good one to tick off for you guys.
Oh, it's been an amazing time. Like we've done, obviously Slam Dunk before, but this has been our first, I think, other than Slam Dunk, our first other festival other than that. So
Wow.
yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Well, not in
That's
general,
nice.
but in the UK.
Well, no, I know. I know what you meant. It's fine. I get you. First time back here, I guess, in the independent era of Set It Off
Yes.
as well. This is an exciting development for you guys.
Yes.
And, I can see already, you guys have always taken such massive creative control, obviously, and like all of your own socials, all that kind of stuff. You really like that kind of fan community, fan engagement, all that kind of stuff. It's got to just open the door to even more of that now, I would imagine.
It's been an amazing experience. We just really feel like both hands, like they've always been on the wheel, but we know everything that's happening at all times now, which has been really helpful. But the biggest thing was when we started out, we've always wanted to be on the radio, and we had a great time with Equal Vision Records and with Fearless Records, but we didn't end up getting any radio play out of that, which is okay. Sometimes you try and take big swings, and sometimes they don't hit. But this time around, the first song we wrote going back into the studio was Punching Bag.
Yeah.
And it was just me and our friend John Lundeen, who's in Point North. Shout out to them. We're like having the most friendly competition right now at radio, because now we have the first ever song of Set It Off that is charting at rock radio in the States.
Awesome.
So it's been an amazing experience to take this risk, to become independent, and then see us become the most successful version of Set It Off we've ever been so far.
Man,
so feels really good.
What really nice validation that is. Tell me a little bit about writing that track, actually, because we can see it already, just really connecting with the fans. And that way. I bet it's going down well live as well.
Oh yeah, we're playing it last today. So
hello.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's going
the
down
closer,
well live.
man. It's been crazy. We opened the U.S. tour with it, and we realized that everyone was screaming the words. You were saying it was the loudest song of the set, right?
Definitely, it always is, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the highest energy, I feel like, too.
Yeah. So we're like, okay, well, let's try it as a closer. But as far as the writing process goes, what I've been saying every time I go into a writer's room now with this new era is that I want to just recapture that 19-year-old kid that just learned how to write music. And I just care about the energy and the emotion and the good times of it all. And I feel like we did that. Now, that's the intent, is just to go in and have fun and re-inject the energy back into the band.
Yeah, it also gets them jumping right away. So
Yeah.
it's you're going to get some work done.
Oh, and that was an intentional move too, because we knew the tempo was like this, and I was like, it was a little bit slower than that before, and I wanted it to feel like the crowd could jump to it.
Nice.
So I was jumping in the studio, just like, all right, yeah, this feels right.
It's good to think about the live show when you're writing, man. It's good to think about how it's going
always
to fit
meant a lot
together,
to
isn't
us.
it?
Yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense for sure. I guess the other recent new track, another collab with Scene Queen there, which is very, very cool, little win-win. Tell me a little bit about developing that one. Always great to see you guys together. I feel like you've got a lot of the same values, same kind of community going around.
I don't know if you know the backstory. I think I had a conversation with you about like the origins of that relationship. Yeah, she was like a Set It Off fan. I met her at a Halloween party, and she found out she was like a big fan, would go to like VIPs and stuff, and I was seeing what she was doing. I loved the style. I thought it was unique and fresh, and so we did that Barbie and Ken song we did was just a writing session at first. I didn't know we were going to collab when we wrote it until we realized this is both of us. This is 100% it. Which kind of we realized that we could be a heavier version of ourselves too by doing something like that. So with Win-Win, it was kind of about just like haters in general. Like she gets a lot of hate online, we got a lot of hate just in general, and it was kind of like, yeah, you might be upset that we worked together, but the song did very well. Yeah. So fuck you. And so Win-Win is, go ahead and talk your shit. Yeah. We're gonna keep doing our thing, and you're not gonna face us. Yeah. And it's a fun little middle finger song to play live. It goes off live.
Oh, I bet that one goes off live. Absolutely. It's always going to bang. In terms of other new music stuff, so I mean, the rumor is, because, it's the Dopamine
What's the rumor?
Tour. Well, is that the album title? Are we going Dopamine
To
next
be
time?
determined.
To be determined.
Yeah.
Okay.
Naming something as a placeholder, and then it becomes the name of it no matter what.
Okay.
It's happened many times in our career.
Yeah. It's very possible. We haven't committed to it yet.
Okay.
We want to see the product as a whole. Right now, we're just focused on giving people new music and writing a ton and developing this new era.
Well, I guess the freedom you have now, you can just drop singles when you like.
We can do whatever we want.
Yeah. Exactly
it's
that.
Great. Yeah.
That's really, really cool actually to have. How much kind of new music are we actually playing with at the minute? Have you got, is it demoing stage or what?
So 2 new songs are being played live right now. We have 2 songs on deck. And we have other ones that are being fleshed out, and we're just going to keep writing. We have a lot of touring to do right now. So, but once we get some downtime, we're going right back into the studio. In fact, we fly in tomorrow. The next day, I'm going back in with John to finish up what's going to end up being our next single.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so...
No rest at this point.
Got to keep it going.
Straight on in, keeping it going. Hey, here's something I wanted to mention, because it's fast approaching. Next year, we are looking at 10 years of Duality, which was obviously such a huge moment for you guys.
It was.
Such an iconic album for you guys, honestly. Like, easily, I mean, one of everyone's favorites, but I mean, come on. A great, great record.
Thank you, man.
10 years on, I mean, the question I always like to ask with these anniversaries being what they are is kind of not so much what's changed, because that's apparent. We can see our bands grow. But what stayed the same? Is there anything you learnt making Duality that actually has stuck with you guys as a band, and like anything you learned there that's kind of pushed you forward?
We were undergoing a lot of personal struggle when we were writing Duality. Like, we had a whole situation that was supposed to be one thing, the rug got ripped out from under us, and we were left with like a kind of a lot of trauma as a band, and just second guessing our every move. It's like, oh, is this what we're supposed to do? And then through that struggle, Duality came that. Duality, it was. I think that's one thing that has not changed about us.
Right.
Is like, if you're in a band, or if you're in life in general, you're gonna go through these struggles that seem like life-altering halts. Like, you're like, okay, well, this is it, time to stop. And I think what we've maintained is the more we go through that, the more we realize that this is just something we're going to learn from. It's okay to hurt right now. We're going to feel it, process it, and then we're going to get back up, and we're going to fight and become better than we were before.
A good attitude to have moving forward. Always good attitude to have. Have we thought about maybe marking that anniversary in any way, shape, or form?
Not yet. There's been discussions,
okay.
But we are very proud of that record. It was our first breakout, I really feel
100%.
like. So it's to be determined, but I feel like people would appreciate it, so we'll see.
We'll see. Watch this space and all that stuff. I'm going to let you guys go and cool off, but before I do, one question we're asking absolutely everybody here this weekend, because like I said, it's a Stax download. It's the biggest one ever.
Yeah.
Everyone's here. It's a huge, huge lineup. So with that in mind, if you could work with anyone else who is here this weekend, who's been playing download, who would that be? Who would you love to collaborate with?
To collaborate?
Yeah.
I think my first thought would be Bring Me the Horizon. I think, especially with their new song, you can tell that they are dabbling a little bit with heavy music with pop sensibility, and I think that's something that that was the original idea of Duality, was you get best of both. Their new music is something similar, so I think working with a band like that would be really cool. Plus, they're just sick. They're just sick.
Every aspect, they're cool. Their aesthetic, their music, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Total package. Zach?
Yeah, you were hyping them up. I hate them. I'm kidding. They're awesome. Yeah. I have a lot of respect for them too.
Yeah.
I think that would be probably my choice too.
Your choice?
I think I'm gonna choose, because I agree with that answer, but I'm gonna do a 2 answer if that's okay.
Go for it.
I would love to get together with I Prevail.
Oh, yeah.
They just love what they're doing, love the energy they bring to the table, and they have the heaviness and the pop sensibility as well. I think it would make total sense. But also another band that I've been championing for a while is Nova Twins. I think they're amazing. I love their sound, and I think that would be a cool collab as far as like vocal textures go. I think it would be very. That's my favorite thing in a collab too, is when the you can tell instantly who's singing and what the personality is and the characteristics are. So that would be cool too.
Yeah. You've picked bands, all of those bands like definitely match your energy in live shows as
yeah.
well. Like it's all about the live
yeah.
show with all those bands. Absolutely is with you guys too. Go have a great weekend. We will catch up again soon. All right.
Thanks so much, man.
Good to see you guys. Set it off, everybody.
Peace.